Hey everyone, Andrew DeVisser here. We are doing the Victory Thursday 3, a 3-minute business tip for failures. And I wanted to talk a little bit about running a business and something that took me way too long to figure out, and that is that every business ultimately comes down to people. Now, you might say, well, of course, everybody knows that, and you should have known that too. The thing is, I knew it in theory, and I think a lot of people know it in theory. But in actual practice, to really figure that out, we spend a lot of time bettering ourselves, doing continuing education, learning how to forage better, learning how to assess balance, learning anatomy, and all of these other things. And the reality is, except for a very few exceptions, if you have lousy people skills, you're going to fail in running a business, And there have been a lot of times in my own business where I had all the skills necessary to do the job, but I didn't have the people skills to really, handle situations professionally and to get things done in a proper way. So if you're able to work with people, usually the number one problem to having good people skills is our own ego. We tend to know a lot more than most of the clients that we work for. And so whenever the client says anything to the contrary, the first thing is that we think we're right. Now, often we might be right, but that does not justify the response that we can tend to have. So really learning how to work with people, how to be professional, how to be patient with people's shortcomings. Clients say crazy things and they ask crazy questions and they make crazy requests, but learning how to work with that in a professional way is really going to help your business accelerate quickly. So when it comes to parting ways with a client, doing that in such a way that you don't burn bridges. That's one example. That client may end up, if you burn bridges, cut ties with that client in a bad way, they're going to badmouth you to 10 other people, and that's going to hurt your business down the road. If you have, an opportunity to set up some business guidelines too, I found this very helpful. So one of my business principles, one of my business, the tenets of my business is that I don't do any discounts upon request. I will very occasionally give a discount to somebody who I feel is extra deserving, but I don't do it upon request. And so if people ask me for a discount, right away I have that as a business rule, and I just tell them, like, I'm sorry, no, as a business principle, I don't do that. And so setting up some of these things in advance, when you want your payment, so I ask for payment on receipt. Again, that's one of the tenets of my business. I tell people that up front. And if they're okay with that, then we can do business together. So setting up some guidelines ahead of time for yourself, and these will change and alter as you gain more experience, but setting those up ahead of time, it really helps you to stay professional and to be able to handle these interactions with your client in a more professional way. All right, guys, have a great day.